2025, may profits be upon you. Welcome to the weekly market forecast. When I say market, I mean the indices, the metals, and oil. Yeah. And you'll see the weekly Forex forecast later on. I'll probably publish one for TradingView tomorrow morning. And make sure you catch it. I already posted one on my other channel, so you can check that out as well. Uh, Now, let's take a look at the S&P. There's something very interesting I want you to check out, and I want you to pay attention. Pay attention, because I'm trying to talk to the newer traders in the world. I'm not just trying to concentrate on those that already have a pretty firm grasp on forex and methodologies on how to trade it and all. I did that all of last year. This year, I want to bring along some newer traders. I want to bring them along. I want to coach them. I want to mentor them, and I want to make sure that they can keep up with everything I'm saying. Okay, and make sure you like this video. Hit the boost button. TradingView has a boost button. Boost it. All right, boost it. Leave a comment, leave a question. I'm really talking to the newer traders. All right, leave your questions. I will answer them. I answer and respond to everybody's comments in my videos. All right, here and on the other channel. So just make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're subscribed, you'll never miss any of my updates. I always put up updates. Look at the all of my posts, and you'll see that I've updated every last one of those videos during the week, because changes happen and we hit targets, and I want to make sure everybody's knows about it on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day it is. And I want to tell you what to look out for the rest of the week. All right, now S&P. All right, uh, looking at ES futures, right? The S&P 500. What I want you to see on the weekly time frame is I'm looking at this candle from 3 weeks ago, this candle from 2 weeks ago, and last week's candle. I don't see bearishness there. And if you pan out and look, you know, there's no reason, with higher highs and higher lows, there's no reason to think that we are heading for some bearishness. There's no reason to take selves. All right. I don't see it yet. All right. And I also want to put you up on something. All right. Let's go to the monthly, and I want you to see something very sneaky. All right. Some people are already aware of these kind of things. You see these candles here? All right. Close up. All right. This is the close for the week of December 2nd. All right. This is the close. And this is the open. What we have here is a gap up, a gap up. All right. Price opened here instead of opening here and then moving up. Price opened here, came down to close that gap, and then pushed back up and turned bullish, and we've been pushing ever since. What does this tell you? What does that little gibbity gap tell you? It tells you that people are enthusiastic. This circle thing is not going to work out for me. All right, this this gap here tells you that people are enthusiastic. All right, traders are enthusiastic about uh, uh, buying this market, and they had so much enthusiasm they didn't care what the price was in between here. It was like, look, I'm buying here as soon as market opens or whatever. All right, and they did buy. And if they held through this pullback, they're enjoying some very nice profits. All right. So what happens is when you see these things, if you look back, you'll see that this candle continues to go up. All right, because people are going in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, continuing to buy because they are enthusiastic and they are being rewarded in real time. Buy, buy, buy. It's going up and up. Price is going higher, and they're making money. All right. Look here. Let me see. You see how price closed here? There's a small gap here where price opened up. It came down and then pushed all the way up. Can we see that in another place? Let's see. Uh, Dang, man. You got some gap. That's not a gap. There's a gap here. And I mean, you go through it, there's a small gap there. All right. This one, people were anticipating. You see how it did this? All right. It closed here. And then you see that, and then it comes down. All right. That's not good. That's not good because people were anticipating this move, all right, and they were disappointed. But the next, couple of days later, it comes up, all right. So these are over enthusiastic traders, but it's telltale in my view. All right, so let's move on and let's get going with this forecast. Let's go to the daily. Something else I want to put you on. All right, like I said, on the weekly, we saw no reason to take shorts because the buyers look like they are defending. This one they were trying to bring prices down lower. Buyers stepped in holiday week, and then uh, they're trying to bring the price down again. Buyers stepped in. Why do I have an SMT there? Because on the other indice, on NASDAQ, we can see that's a monthly. I need it to be on weekly. All right. All right. You can see that this low was taken. All right. This, the sell side liquidity was taken here and price moved up. All right. Didn't happen here on S&P, but it still moved up. This indicates a bullish SMT to me. This is the divergence between two indices, two assets that usually correlate positively together. All right. When you see a divergence like this, it's a sign. All right. It's a sign that hey, there's an opportunity here, and the opportunity is for buys. And uh, this market, being that it swept liquidity and then moved up, this market is saying we're not coming back down here. All right. This one is going along with it, saying, well, I didn't sweep that, but I'm still going up with you. Got it? You dig what I mean? All right. So if we look on the daily, what I want you to see is price pulled up. All right. This impulsive move was fully corrected. All right. And you would expect this to drop and take this low. All right. On the other indice, it did, but it didn't break the low with a close below, like where that's it showing intention. All right. To go lower. This says sweep when you see a wick. And that means there's business to be taken care of higher up, right? Unfinished business. So now I want to see, is there something in this candle? Friday's bullish rally. Is there something in that candle that tells me that price is going to go up? Yes, I'm going down one time frame to the 4 hour and seeing that yes, there's a bullish fair value gap that price could use to go to tap into and go higher. All right. And you might see that I have, what is that? Stop it. All right. You might see that I have a magnet up here. That's because it's a fair value gap. Fair value gaps will act as a draw on liquidity. This is an area, an imbalance that price needs to balance. All right. Price balances these imbalances like so. All right. It offers fair value. That's why it's called a fair value gap, right? There was no fair value offered at when only sellers can participate. Now buyers can participate in these same prices. You understand? That's what's happening here. Price dropped hard, and then price came back to balance that which is imbalanced. All right. Now we're going up here to do the same. I think that's what's going to happen on both of these indices. Uh, Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Both of these indices, as on the 4 hour, we can see that there is a bullish fair value gap here for price to go up on the NASDAQ. All right. So we got two reasons, two indices that are probably both going to the high side. All right. Going higher. I'm going to sweep these highs into that. All right. Let's see. The next one will be the we'll just take a quick look at the Dow, because the Dow is the twisted sister of the other two. It does some things on its own. This one is clearly, look, breaking that low after making this high, breaks this low. This is a market structure shift. All right, from bullish to bearish. All right, price pulls up and then goes back down. This does not look bullish like the other two did, right? Does it? All right, we still have some wicks down here, but I think we're going to be heading a little lower before we go higher. And we have two areas where we can sweep sell side liquidity. Yeah, price might come up to these. Price might make its way up here. It's kind of in the middle, all right, but I don't see the same structure in place to bring prices higher. All right, not yet. All right, maybe we need to take uh, another low for the sell side liquidity in order to make that move up. All right, I will look on the 4 hour to see this is like consolidating, and I just don't care for it. I only use the Dow for a um, a confluence. All right. So we don't have a bullish fair value gap here. We see that we broke these lows here, so and pulled up into supply. I'm thinking that price is going to head down lower and sweep these relatively equal lows, and maybe even here before we go up. All right. That's on the Dow. All right. Let's see. Now we're looking at oil. Oil has been a doozy. All right. You can see that it's been narrowing in a wedge form here with higher with lower lows and higher lower highs and higher lows, and it looks like we are squeezing, coiling before a breakout. It may be a bullish breakout. All right, I'm thinking that the next candle may be an open high low close. What do I mean by that? Because we are coming towards an area. uh we have a breakout. All right, forget that open high low close thing. That I think that might be very distracting. All right, because look on the daily. Let me show you on the daily. See this? This is a gap. All right, a volume imbalance, and price usually finds these imbalances and reacts to them. Doesn't necessarily turn them around and reverse markets. It just reacts. And what we can have here, as you see, Friday's close here uh, ran right into that volume imbalance. I'm thinking that price is probably going to come down to this fair value gap at the site of the breakout. All right, and find support and go higher. So I'm looking for a low open. What am I saying? Uh, uh, a low open, high close. Thank you. All right, I think that's what I want to say. A high open, low close, actually, because price has to come down here and then go up. So this may be a two, maybe three candle combination before price goes higher. I am bullish on oil. I am bullish on oil. If the fair value gap fails, then I will change my bias. Does that make sense? All right. If we go to the 4 hour, you will see I have some good justification for it. All right. We can find uh, this consolidation. Price could find its support there and then go higher, or we can come down to the daily fair value gap and then go higher. All right, we're going to watch both of these areas. All right, don't jump into anything. Okay, do not jump into anything. Do not. All right, now it's fair to note that there is a small 4 hour fair value gap, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in it. Uh, but it is a possibility that price could use that here. But we are under this volume imbalance here, so I'm thinking that we're going to show a little bit more of a reaction to it. Okay, if we go down to help me, all right. If we go down to gold, all right, gold is going to be an interesting one. Why? Because we've been moving sideways, right? We come down here, chopped around for a good while, finally swept the high here, and then we ran through the consolidation here, all right, and then pulled up. This area here is 50% of this trading range, and we just tapped into it, and we have a bearish candlestick going into which happens to form a bullish fair value gap on the daily. All right, this could continue down. This could continue down, and we could find ourselves being bullish from this point. All right, what am I looking out for? If I go to the 4 hour, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm looking out for. All right, we're running out of time here. All right, you see how price. This is good price action in my view. We hit the double highs here, the relative equal highs. Sweep that liquidity, and then miss the fair value gap and come back into this higher time frame fair value gap here. All right, come on, man, you're not. What are you doing? So I'm looking for price to find support in this fair value gap, which has an underlining volume imbalance that price could definitely wick down to and react to, and then continue higher. All right, this continue higher to the fair value gap where I expect price to finally um, turn down. All right, so that's a small near term bearishness to reach into this fair value gap, and then bullishness after that, short term, and then we'll see that. All right, because I'm looking for strength in the U.S. dollar, and U.S. dollar is going to probably drag it down. Okay, and what do we have here? Silver. On silver, um, silver is a little weaker than gold, and I like that. If we it makes for easier price action. All right, so we didn't take the low out here. All right, price pushed down after reaching into this weekly fair value gap, and we moved up. All right, as long as this high remains intact. All right, I'm looking for price to start to come down and take out these lows. I'm looking for price to come down and for price to take out those lows. I have a bearish outlook on silver. Okay, and one more. Let's see, platinum. I did a whole separate thing on platinum. It's coming up into a bearish fair value gap. I'm looking for price to turn around here. All right, it's that simple. Okay, boom. I'm looking for price to come down. All right, and if price takes out that high, I will change my bias to a bullish bias. Okay, and the last one is God dog. We got 30 seconds, and I can't even get to it. All right, it's copper, and copper. I have a bearish outlook. We are coming into a bearish fair value gap here, so I'm looking for price. I'm not sure what's going on here. Doggone it. Oh, fuck. Sorry.